Hey, what's going on, sports cars fans? Ray from Philly here. It is Thursday, August 18th, and welcome to another episode of what I like to call the Call to the Hall. This is my 12th episode of running this little fun series that I like to call. It's basically players that I think could be in the Hall of Fame eventually someday, or should be in the Hall of Fame. Just to go over some of the cards real quickly, I did the 58 Topps Vada Pinson rookie, 55 Topps Ken Boyer rookie, the 68 Topps Al Oliver, 69 Topps Greg Nettles, 70 Topps Darrell Evans, 71 Topps Bobby Grich, the Jim Edmonds rookie, I think that's 93, Paul Konerko rookie, Carlos Delgado rookie, Chase Utley rookie, and the last video I did was the 67 Topps Reggie Smith rookie. Not all of these players that I think were going to make it to the Hall of Fame, but a few of them I thought still have a shot. And it's also fun to do because all of us basically love to get a head start on buying a rookie card and do that speculation of trying to think who's got a good shot to get in the Hall of Fame and jump on that player before he does. And then the value goes up when he gets in the Hall of Fame, you know the whole story. So this is what I like to do. This isn't part of any of a set registry for PSA that I do. But for example, the Ken Boyer rookie, I think he really has a great shot of getting in. So I bought his 55 Topps, and that was part of this Call to the Hall episode thing that I'm doing. And Boyer has a really good shot. So does Chase Utley. I feel, who was the other one? Vada Pinson, definitely. So a lot of players on this series that I've been doing, I feel, have a still really good shot to get in. So here's the 12th card for this Call to the Hall. And this is a pretty famous pitcher for not only being a great pitcher, but his name being used synonymously with a famous surgery. So right off the bat, you already know who it is when I said that. Excited to add this card to the set, not to the set registry. I almost skipped that. Packaged really well. It's a 1964 Topps of none other than Tommy John, rookie, and a PSA 7. So it's a pretty nice investor grade. It's not a collector's grade. The other guy is Bob Chance. Of course, you know, the glare from this view is just not really that great. Try and get it this way. Still worse. So I'm going to flip the phone around, give you guys a closer look at this card. Tommy John was a really good pitcher. Why I also feel that he has a good shot now is Jim Kaat got in this year. And to me, Jim Kaat and Tommy John are very similar pitchers. They weren't overpowering fastball pitchers. They were both lefties. They were both finesse type pitchers. And we're going to take a look at the numbers, and I'm going to even do a comparison now between Jim Kaat and Tommy John. Tommy John is famous for the surgery. In 1974, while pitching with the Los Angeles Dodgers, he threw his arm out, and Dr. Frank Jobe did a surgery on him where they took the ligament out and replaced it with a tendon. So it was total reconstructive surgery. Tommy John came back about a year or two later and pitched until he was 46 years old. Now, the surgery is pretty customary. Pitchers are getting it done every year, and it's extending their career. And some pitchers are saying they pitch even stronger because they're not really putting any pressure now on their elbow. So for a lot of reasons, besides his playing career to get in the Hall of Fame, I think he's kind of a pioneer from saving a lot of pitchers' career, and he was the first pitcher to get this surgery named after him. So we're going to flip the phone around, get a closer look at this card without the glare, and go over his career stats for Tommy John. Okay, and we're back. So here's a much, much closer look, better look This card is in great shape. PSA 7, near mint. 64 tops, Tommy John. So a lot of these cards that I'm suggesting, you just might want to take a look at some of these players whose careers were really, really good. And you never know, jump on him. He was on the BBWA ballot for 15 years, back when the ballot lasted for players for 15 years. They have since then changed it and lowered it to 10 years. But I think if a player can last the entire 15 years on the voters' ballot, the BBWAA, it really helps his cause when he gets into the Veterans Committee or Errors Committee. Some players that only lasted a couple of years on the BBWAA and did terrible in the Veterans Committee. Some players did great. Ted Simmons was only on the BBWAA for 1 year, and the second or third time he was on the Veterans Committee ballot, he got in. Tommy John was on all 15 years. So I really do think if you ask me, there's two things. Do I think he belongs? Yes. Do I think he has a chance to get in? I do. So you might want to take a look at this card within due time. So now we're going to go to my laptop and compare stats. I like to do the comparison with him and Jim Kaat because they're very similar pitchers. And I think Jim Kaat getting into the Hall of Fame now opens the door for this guy. So hold on and let's take a career look at Tommy John. All right, guys, and we're back. So I'm back on Baseball Reference. This is the site I really love to use. So Tommy John's career numbers, 288 career wins, a 4-time All-Star. Started his career in 1963 with the Cleveland Indians. In 65, went to the White Sox until 71. 72, went to the Dodgers. Hurt his elbow in 74, so he missed half of that year, all of 75. Came back in 76. 77, won 20 games. Won 20 games again, 21 in 79, 22 in 1980. Went to the Angels, came back to the Yankees to finish out his career from 86 to 89. Pitched until he was 46 years old. So now the guy that I was telling you about that I'm comparing him to that's going to help his cause is Jim Kitty Kaat. Jim Kaat just got inducted this year, and they're very similar. I feel that if Jim Kaat's in now, and not that I don't think Jim Kaat doesn't deserve it. I bought Jim Kaat's rookie card a couple years ago, telling everybody, buy the Jim Kaat rookie. I do believe he's getting close to getting in. I thought he had a better chance of getting in before Tommy John. Mainly probably because of popularity. He's still on MLB Network. He still does a lot of games doing color commentary. But here's the comparison. Tommy John, 288 wins to Jim Kaat's 283. He has less losses than Jim Kaat as well. Not that this is an overwhelming big difference. Tommy John did pitch until he was 46, but Jim Kaat pitched until he was 44. Strikeouts, Kaat has the lead on strikeouts by 200 strikeouts, 2461 to Tommy John's 2245. Now, he was on the BBWA ballot for 15 years. Like I said before, the ballot used to be 15 years. It's now 10 years. He was on it for the entire 15 years from, I'm going to say, here it is right here. He was on it from 1995 to 2009, averaging between 21% and 31% each and every year. So wasn't like at the bottom of the barrel. Was consistent every year for 15 years. He then, after 2009, moved to the Veterans Committee, and he was on the Veterans Committee 4 times. The first time being 2011, which I'm going to show here. He did pretty well. First year got 8 votes. You need 12 to get in because there's 16 members in the committee. 75% is 12. He had 8, so got off to a good start. Came back 3 years later in 2014, was again on the ballot for the second time, did a little worse, got 6 votes. Still didn't stop him. Came back 4 years later again in 2018, had a better showing in 2018 for his third time on the ballot, got 7 votes. Came back 2 years later in 2020, did a little worse this time, mainly because there was two guys that got in, Ted Simmons and Marvin Miller. So as you can see, then there's another site that I've told you guys before about the Hall of Stats. I highly recommend checking this site out. There's two green boxes here, two boxes. One is the Hall of Stats, the one is the Hall of Merit. This is statistics, sabermetrics that they go by. Tommy John's right over here because this is the next time he'll be on the ballot in 2025 on the Classic Committee. They have him with one green box for the Hall of Stats and one red for the Hall of Merit. So he has a better Hall of Stats category than the Hall of Merit. All the guys above him, well, not all the guys above him, quite a few guys above him, I feel have a great shot. Bill Dolan, Bobby Grich. Louis Tiant is actually the next player that I'm going to be buying for the Call to the Hall episode. I think Louis Tiant is really building up some steam. And that's it. So I'm going to stop sharing now and give you one closer look at the Tommy John rookie for the Call to the Hall episode number 12. I recommend going out and getting Tommy John, not the surgery, the rookie card. All right, so I'll be back tomorrow night with an episode for the 300 Great Baseball Cards of the 20th Century by Mike Payne. This will be my 203rd card. Stay tuned for that. Like I always say, have fun with it. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.